up? How we doing? I'm bored again. Fuck. Oh shit. I miss being bold. I fucking love being bold. I can't lie. I don't like the word bold. It sounds like a slur to me. No, I like busk. It really fucking doesn't matter. Anyway, I got a good one for you today. I'm excited to talk about what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the importance of like. There's like two. Okay, the importance of like loving how you look, and the importance of like loving what you do. It feels too easy to say the importance of love, because that's like obvious, but like specifically how you apply it to yourself and how you go about it in your everyday life. Like for example, I thought about this because I'm bald now, but I like being bald. I love being bald. If you would have seen in the last video, I was like hairy as fuck. I hadn't shaved, I let my hair go. I didn't give a fuck, basically. I hadn't done my skincare in a minute. I kind of just given up on it. I kind of developed this mentality of, you know, looking good or liking how I look or taking care of myself in a, not aesthetic. There's another word for it. Vanity? Taking care of my vanity, or caring about my vanity, caring about how I look aesthetically, was in some way projecting insecurity. And in the modern day and age, it does, unfortunately. You know, there's a lot of people nowadays that are very vain. But that comes from a place of insecurity. You know, that comes from a place of people wanting to make sure everybody thinks that they look good. And I was wanting to avoid that. I wanted to prove to myself that I didn't care. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave that out. I wanted to prove to myself that I didn't care about other people's opinion of how I look. And, you know, to an extent, that's not a bad thing. I had this whole mentality like, I wasn't gonna shave, I was gonna let my hair grow, I was gonna get dreads, and I was just gonna have this like unkept look going. But then, obviously, that's not the fucking case. This is very counterintuitive for getting dreads. So, the whole reason behind going back on it is because, one, taking care of yourself provides you with a routine. Taking care of yourself physically provides you with a routine. Skincare, do it every day, provides you with a routine. Routine is good. Routine is nice. Gym, cardio, watching what you eat, counting calories, provides you with a routine. It's very, very important. Not just as like a young man, but as like a young individual. As an individual. But I want to talk to like, I mean, fuck it, I don't care how old you are if you're watching this, but my target audience, I guess, is the youth of today. It's really important to have a routine. It's really important to like and love how you look. And it's important to walk into a room and know I don't care what anybody else thinks of me. I like how I look. Because that's the truth in it. That's the not the truth. The part of me that was like, I want to prove to myself I don't care what other people look like. That's not a bad place to come from. But then I don't like how I look like, and that's the most important thing. I like looking like this, and that's what is important to do. It's important to love what you look like. But also how that seeps into the things that you do, what you do for work, the hobbies that you have, the relationships that you have, the things that are involved externally and how they affect you internally. You gotta love some shit. You gotta enjoy everyday life. You know what I mean? Like, you have to, no, I'm bringing this back. You have to enjoy the things that you do. You have to apply yourself and not just like rock up and fucking go through the motions. You have to pull up to something that you want to put passion into every single time that you do it. For me, it's basketball. It's always been my basketball. I just came from working in a prison, and that shit was so fun. That shit was awesome. It was like a youth correction facility. I just played basketball with them for an hour, and it was really dope. You best fucking believe I sweat my ass off. I didn't fucking take it easy on those kids. I mean, okay, I wasn't turning on the heat. I wasn't like getting competitive and shit, but I wasn't walking through it. I wasn't fucking You know, I was running. I was making good passes. I was shooting. I was doing all that shit. I was having fun. You best believe, no matter who the fuck is standing in front of me, I'ma try it. Why? Because I love basketball. I don't love just like the fact of basketball existing and me just going through the motions when I do basketball. I love pouring my heart and my soul into basketball. More and more each day, I love pouring my heart and my soul into music. Music is one of the greatest outlets for pouring your heart and soul into it. Music is that. There wouldn't be no music without that. That's where it comes from, your heart and your soul. More and more each day, I write more and more. And I've started to come away from, I want to be good at it, or I want to be famous through music, or one of that. I've started to just do it because I love it. And I'm producing much better music, funnily enough, because it's not coming from any place of, oh, would someone listen to that? It's coming from, I like that, or I want to talk about that. That's where everything that you do needs to come from. Every single thing that you do with your life needs to come from a place of love. The relationships that you have, the things that you do, and the way you perceive yourself is the biggest thing. You have to perceive yourself like you're worthy of loving. There are going to be times in your life that's not the case, where you don't perceive yourself as worthy of loving. I've been there. Sure, everybody been there. Maybe you're going through it now for the first time. Maybe you haven't, but you're scared for it. Maybe you feel it coming. I don't know. It's coming. If it's already come, it'll come again. There will be moments in your life where you don't feel worthy of love. That's normal. But how can you get back to zero? What is your process, and what is your method, and what is your plan to get back to a place of self-love? Me personally, and you know what, this applies to everybody, but this, I guess, mantra, this way of thinking, I like to apply it to myself. And it is, discipline is the strongest form of self-love. Discipline, pushing yourself, and doing the things for you that you know are what's best for you is the purest form of self-love. You got to think about it like this: if you had a friend and they were fat, or they were a drug addict, or they were alcoholic, or they were doing the wrong thing, you're not gonna sit and hold their hand every time they come to you and be like, oh, something's wrong with my life, but I don't know what it is. You're gonna be like, oh, me neither, but you're gonna be okay. No, you're gonna be a fucking good friend. You're gonna be like, well, you're a fat cunt, or you're doing drugs all the time, or you're fucking drinking all the time. You're gonna tell them that they're being a dickhead. Why? Because that's what's best for them. That's what you gotta do for yourself. Nobody else gonna fucking do it. Nobody else gonna hold your hand and be like, in fact, opposite. People will hold your hand and tell you, oh, it's okay. I don't know what's wrong with you. Because today's society, I'm sorry to say, but it's fucked. Ain't nobody gonna tell you what's best for you. Ain't nobody is coming from a place of actual love. It's coming from a place of what they think is perceived love. They wanna make sure that you perceive them as loving them or loving you, as opposed to actually loving you. You gotta actually love you. Don't try and hold your hand through shit like this, bro, the body positivity shit, right? I'm all for loving yourself. I've made an entire I've just talked about eight fucking minutes straight about how much you need to love yourself. Body positivity, that ain't it. If every now and then you fucking eat like shit, but you look after yourself, that's okay. But if you're a fat cunt and you're 5'3" and you weigh 800 pounds, and then you go, oh, I love my body. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're trying to make everybody perceive you as loving your body. You're trying to use that perceived self-love as a scapegoat. I don't know, a way to like stop people telling you. Or you're using it as an excuse to be like, oh, no, I love my body, so I don't need to change. When in reality, you're lying to yourself. It ain't about who you lying to at face value. You're lying to yourself. Anyway, I feel like you get my point. It's nice to be back. I went through a phase of like, I wouldn't say I'm always very, I find it very important to show myself love as often as possible. Even when I'm going through hard times, even when my discipline is lacking, I always show myself love, or I always try to. But I'm glad that I've seen it for what it is. I'm glad that I've re-established my way of thinking. That is, I need to love every single part of me. All of it. If I don't like what I see in the mirror, that's okay. But what am I going to do to change about it? There's nothing wrong with disliking parts of yourself. Everybody's trying to tell you nowadays that, like, you can't dislike yourself. I will always love me. There are going to be many times where I don't like me. There are going to be actions that I do that I think are stupid, that I think are rude or mean. There are going to be things that I do to me. Eating bad food, skipping the gym, all that sort of shit. You're allowed to dislike yourself, but you cannot let that lead into a lack of love. Dislikement is okay. Dislikement is okay as long as you apply love to yourself. Love is the most important thing. Love is your crux. Crux? I don't know. Love you. Because I love you. You got to. Fucking idiot. I'm not an idiot. I'm an intelligent, beautiful, and capable human being. So you. Ah, shit. I miss you guys. I'm glad we're getting back into the swing of things. Okay, no, I'm not gonna talk about it. I was gonna talk about, like, defeats the power. Fuck it, I'll tell you. I'm getting it into a podcast. I have to. It's really important to me. I really enjoy this, but I want this to reach many people, and I feel like the best way for me to do that is Spotify. You know, I've been thinking about doing the whole, like, fucking, you know, like the influencer shit, and starting an Instagram page and doing all the fucking TikTok, because I want to, like, reach more people. But I fucking hate that. I fucking hate social media so much. Not social media, but I hate influencers. And then these influencers are trying to sell you a course. It's like, yeah, I'm great. I'm gonna teach you how, but you have to pay me $4,000 a month. That's dumb. I don't want to be one of those people. So I'd like to start a podcast, and we'll see how many people we can reach that way. Find out. But anyway, it's nice to chat to you. I missed you.